So you came across an Instagram post of one of your friends who posted a before and after diet pic, looking all fit and almost naked. And you think, what do I have to do to get a hot looking butt like that? In reality, they probably used three different editing software and cropped their face on Jessica Alba's body. While you're not necessarily aspiring to become an Instagram model, you do sometimes want to start a journey of eating better in your daily routine. How to eat better is a pretty massive topic, and the amount of information available online could get overwhelming quickly. But do not worry, here at Not Suited, we will cover all the basics that we all should know. Calories. Calories, or rather kilocalories, are the measure of energy available in food. Adults' intake usually ranges from 1200 to 3000 plus calories per day to maintain a healthy body weight. To have an idea about your calorie intake level, simply follow the general formula for each individual by providing information such as height, weight, age, gender, and activity level. Below, we included the link to calorie calculator, and it should give you a general idea of how much calories you should consume daily. This number does, however, vary depending on your weight goals or whether you'd rather gain or lose weight. Then you want to think about to either become a calorie deficient, meaning below your maintenance level, or above. Simply put, if you're over the weight you want, you do not want to aim to maintain your daily calorie number but go lower. This brings you to another point, which is counting calories. When you're in the supermarket and see people staring intensely at an item, they're not trying to make love to them. They're most likely reading the calories in each item. We all know it can be a pain becoming a calorie expert, but when people use it in a conversation, it is a good way to start learning what is good or bad for you, or even better or worse. An app like MyFitnessPal can be a great tool to use it every time you're uncertain about calories in food items without any particular calorie information. To properly understand what you should be eating, you're going to have to start reading the food labels. Here is the general breakdown of what to look for. How many calories per serving? This can be tricky because you want to think about a framework of carbohydrates, including sugar, protein, fat, and most importantly, how big a serving is. For instance, there are 280 calories in one serving of lasagna. What if you eat the entire package shown here? Then you would consume 4 servings, or 1,120 calories. Let's clarify this point even further. The main macronutrients found in food are protein, usually around 4 calories per gram. Protein is something you must have, but be aware of excess of fat. Protein provides the building blocks of the body, and not just for muscle. Every cell from bone to skin to hair contains protein. Health experts say 16% of average person's body weight is from protein, which your body primarily uses for growth, health, and body maintenance. The usual source of protein is meat, fish, and eggs, but experts say it is also found in beans, soy, nuts, and some grains. Fat, 9 calories per gram, which is why some diets are often low in fat content. Although there are a lot of misunderstandings around fat being good or bad, but let's shed a light on one point here. Not all fat is bad for you. There are healthy fats, and they're an important part of the healthy diet. Harvard Medical School mentioned fat supports many of your body's functions such as vitamin, mineral absorption, blood clotting, building cells, and muscle movement. Although fat is high in calories, they're an important energy source for your body. WHO suggestion is to keep your calories from fat under 30%. Carbohydrates, usually 4 calories per gram. The important element of carbs to note is dietary fiber, which also include insoluble fiber, and our body doesn't absorb it well. This can be taken into account when thinking about the type of diet you're thinking of. Carbs are necessary for a healthy body though. Carbohydrates fuel your body, specifically your central nervous system and brain, and according to health experts, it also protects against diseases. Before you go all in on carbs because of what we mentioned before, keep in mind that the type of carb you eat is worth remembering. Some carbs are healthier than the others. When thinking about healthier carbs, go with whole grains, beans, and fiber-rich vegetables and fruits. Alcohol, usually around 7 calories per gram. This is rarely mentioned when health experts talk about nutrient and It is sometimes they're also not found on food labels because alcoholic beverages have separate labeling standards. However, it is easy to drink a lot of calories without knowing when, especially drinking sugary mixed drinks. So the takeaway here, there are a sheer amount of information online on how much macronutrients you need, and in our research we found it depends on your health goals and dietary restrictions. It's worth noting that keeping your calories in a range they should be is a great start. To be more specific, here is the framework that may help you when thinking what's healthy. Try to think about how much good stuff you're consuming compared to total calories. For instance, if you're going for chips next time, think about how much calories compared to other good stuff we mentioned earlier, and you will realize they have a lot of calories but deficient in a lot of nutrients, or so-called empty calories. Ultimately, your diet should include healthy amount of fruits, vegetables, healthy proteins and fats, and healthy carbs such as whole grains. Thanks again for another episode of Not Suited, and please like and subscribe if you guys like this episode, and see you all tomorrow.